This is Venkatesh Pannam, the co-founder of Edforum. Many students and parents have a question. When there are so many career websites, what is the need for another website? Or in what way Edforum is different from other websites? Edforum is a social platform where it provides all the information related to students' careers. Not only that, through a lot of tools, a student can get the personal information. For example, they can post all the doubts in Edforum, and those questions will be answered by experts in their fields. They can read articles related to their careers, related to their courses, and lot of different articles can be found in these blogs. And another important tool is the advice, where they can get lot of information related to different career options. So they can browse all the information here, and they can get a lot of information about various areas. And another important one is EdAlerts, where we provide all the brief information about various exams, and all the notifications will be posted here on a regular basis. This website is different from most of the career websites. That is, this provides complete information, personalized information to the students based on their interests and based on their chosen career options. So this, whatever the information that they get, is completely personalized. This you will find nowhere. So, and one important point is, all these services are completely free. Dear students, please register in this website, and you just fill all the details in the profile, and then you can download the app from Google Play Store to get all the personalized information related to a career. And lot of discussion will happen through webinars. So in those webinars, students can talk to the speakers, they can ask the questions, and they can clarify all the doubts. So definitely, Edforum is a boon to the students and parents, where you can get answers to all your queries, and definitely this website will help you to take better career decisions. Please register and make use of all the services at Edforum. Thank you. Good evening, all. Pavan, good evening. Pavan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you, Venkatesh.
Yeah. So, good evening to all students, parents, and the teachers who are watching the live. First of all, happy Father's Day to all the wonderful fathers watching this live video. So today we have another very interesting, very useful webinar on NEET chemistry. Definitely, how other webinars we conducted so far for NEET physics, botany, and zoology. Definitely, this is also going to help the students and all the students who are preparing for NEET exam. So, without wasting much time, so let's start today's webinar. Before I invite Pavan, sir, I'll just share few things about Edforum, why we started, and what exactly we do. Then we can conclude the webinar. Yeah, Pavan, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I'm able to see you as well. Amit has also joined. You just welcome him, Amit and Ajit. Both of them are there on screen.
So, what exactly is Edforum is all about? Let's plan. So I welcome everyone for another webinar, interesting webinar on chemistry. So what exactly it is, Edforum is all about. Edforum is a social platform which provides personalized information to the students, parents to make better decisions. What we provide career guidance to 8th to undergraduate students. We have developed an important tools for the students, parents to take better decisions. Now, who exactly can join Edforum? It is the platform meant for mainly students. Why students need Edforum? So when there are so many websites available in the internet, what is the specialty of Edforum? This website completely works on artificial intelligence and machine learning. So here you see what you want. Suppose if you register in this website as a BPC student, you see all the content related to biology. You don't see anything related to JEE means exam or other stuff. So a student will see the content that is required for his career. So for the student, there are so many questions. What happens if I don't crack NEET exam? What happens if I don't get JEE means exam? Or which is the best medical college in India? What is the cutoff rank? So you have a lot of questions in your mind and you get answers for most of your questions in this platform. So I request every student, please register. Just go to www.edforum.com or you can download the app from the Google Play Store and please register. It's completely free and you see the benefits. Then why parents need Edforum? A lot of students need guidance from the teachers and the parents. So yes, definitely parents also should be aware of what is happening, what are the different courses available now, and what are the branches that have more advantage and more demand. All these things, even parents also should have a knowledge. And very important, why teachers need Edforum? Because most of the students rely on teachers. So definitely teachers are the people who can guide the students for taking better decisions. So I request every teacher who is watching this live, please register as early as possible so that you can explore various career options and you can guide your students. As I said, we develop these edu tools we call for guiding the students like EdBlog, where you see a lot of personalized content created by the expert in their fields. Then we have one more tool called Edforum, where a lot of activities happening, a lot of Q&A will happen there, a lot of questions will be posted, answers will be posted there. And if you have any question related to career, you can post there. Then we have this EdAlert, which gives you information related to various exams. Then we have EdBytes, now we call it as EdNews, which is very important for the students to take a better decision. Then we have let's see what is this, where exactly we stand now. We started this website last year, September 5th. So in the last 9 months, so this is what we achieved. As of today, we have 1,670 registered users. And we got so far in last 9 months, 64,000 people have visited our site. and on average every week we are getting 2,000 plus students will visit our site. And remember, as of today, we have 208,000 articles related to career courses, colleges, exam tips. So many varieties of articles are available. And this target, these articles are increasing day by day. We conducted so far 22 webinars the last 9 months. As I said, we conducted webinars on NEET exam, JEE Mains exam, general courses, and we conducted some topper stock, and all these things happened last 9 months. We have about 520 plus students have subscribed our YouTube channel, and more than 18,000 views are there for our YouTube channel. And these are the upcoming webinar. Very, very interesting webinar the next Sunday at the same time. A webinar by Bharadwaj. He got a PhD seat in one of the topmost universities in US, and he's the only boy from the 2 Telugu states who got the admission in this university with complete scholarship. So we'll see his journey from I to PhD in the next Sunday. Please join the webinar. Definitely is going to inspire us all. This is what we believe. Don't follow the crowd. Choose a career where you will find happiness and no regret. Because everybody has their identity. Everybody's interests are different. So never ever follow the crowd. Take a career which suits you best. And we always say, don't follow the follower. And to design your career, please join Edforum. As I said, it's completely free. Now visit our site, go to our site, edforum.com, and please register. You see all the content which is relevant to your career. Yeah, this is all from my side. Without wasting time, let me introduce my dear friend, Pavan. Pavan, please, can you switch on your camera so that the students and parents can see you?
Good evening, all of you. Very good evening.
Thank you so much, Pavan, for accepting our request. And immediately you said, definitely, I can understand how much compassionate you are for students community. You did so much of work from last 1 week. So a lot of PowerPoints we prepared to give the best in chemistry. Yeah, let me introduce my friend, Pavan. He completed post-graduation chemistry from Andhra University in the year 1999. And after completion of his MS in chemistry, he joined Gayatri Vidya Parishad. Now it is a very popular college in Vizag with the medical college, engineering college, and degree colleges. He started his career from that one of the reputed institute in 1999, and he worked there up until 2004. After that, he shifted to another very good college in those days, Mega Junior College, and he worked there from 2004 to 2008. And that is the best part of his career, because when he was in Mega College in 2004, he awarded the Best Teacher Award. I request all his students, please clap for him. That is the one best compliment he got. He was the best teacher. He got the Best Teacher Award when he was working in Mega Junior College. After that, he shifted to Sri Chaitanya Junior College, and I should congratulate him for his long career in Sri Chaitanya. From 2008 till today, almost from last 14 years, he is with the same institute. That shows how committed he was. And he is now working in Chaitanya as a senior faculty in chemistry, and he is training NEET students. Pavan, the floor is now yours. Can you introduce your students? Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see you all together here, Venkatesh sir. And I just want to introduce one of the successful student, Amit and Ajit. Both together have been one students of myself, and they have one is from Andhra Medical College and the other one is from Rangraya. Please, Amit and Ajit, please switch on your cameras and I just want to see Ajit and Amit on the screen. Yeah, good.
Good evening.
Yeah,
good evening.
Hi, Amit.
Hello.
Yeah, very
Thanks for joining, man. Your story was so good, but as proud of your achievements. He was talking about you all the time. I just wanted to know very quickly your success secret. So, first of all, can you introduce yourself from which school you came and how was the success story?
Yes, sir. I'm Amit, and I'm currently studying in Andhra Medical College second year MBBS.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
from
Good.
Vizag. I'm from Vizag, and I studied from class 1 to class 10 in Visakhapatnam School, sir. And then later in intermediate, I joined Sri Chaitanya Junior College.
Amit, the question is, see, many students who are preparing for this NEET exam, okay,
Yes, sir.
maybe they are going to write the exam in July 17th. So another
Yes,
1 month time is there for them to write the exam. So the students are under a lot of pressure. So what are your advices for the students who are so tensed?
yes, sir. So basically, by now the portion has been completed, and I hope the revision is also done. So, what is advised is you can take mock test. You can repeatedly do the mock test, and then you can check out the parts where you're lacking in the test. And you can repeatedly do the mock test, and you can gain knowledge from mock test. So you can know where parts you're lacking, and you can cover them up in your next exam. So that is what I've done, sir.
And
I've,
how did you manage stress when you prepare for the exam?
yes, sir. It was actually stressful. Every week we had exams. But then with the support of teachers and with support of Pavan sir, it was good guidance. I managed to cope up.
And how good are you in chemistry when you joined in intermediate first year?
I was average. I was average student, sir, to be told. But then Pavan sir guided me a lot. He helped me improve my basics and everything. Uh, so I've got a good score in NEET due to Pavan sir. I would like to thank Pavan sir for that.
So definitely, Pavan, I should thank you and congratulate you because
Thank you so much.
you can see
I
you can
just
see your
want
product
even
here.
these actually these two boys are actually twins. The other boy was his brother was also from Andhra Rangaraya Medical College. I just want also welcoming
Yes, yes, coming up.
Ajit. Once show the camera towards Ajit. Come on, Ajit,
Yeah,
come
he's
here.
He's joining, sir.
Yeah, joining. You see, both of the students have really done both, and I have to actually congratulate his father because he has been all the time with his father. Because father was really whole 2 years he sacrificed for his education, and I could see his father every day. Whenever he's onto the college, he used to follow the track and everything. And every moment the father was along with the children. I just really appreciate his father for doing that. 2 years of continuous struggle, and as well for that struggle, whatever the parent has taken, today they are enjoying the fruit. Really very good to see that. And both of them have become doctors, and whatever the dreams on the occasion of this Father's Day, I really appreciate his father for being a proud father for two sons. Come on, I just want, yeah, that's very nice. I am really proud of your father. I may not be, I being a teacher, I may not be that good at my being parenting, but your father has a very good parenting for you. I just want to see our Ajit also. Come on, Ajit.
Yes, yes, coming up.
Yeah, coming, Ajit.
Yeah, definitely. As you said, Pavan, parents' role is very, very good, especially for those students who are preparing for NEET exam. There is a lot of stress going on in their mind, right?
Yes, yes.
So, and there are always ups and downs will be there.
Yes.
So definitely the parents have to understand because every time they may not score the marks as expected. Okay, and they'll be under a lot of pressure. Hey, Amit, can you add some points? How your parents supported you when you prepare for the exam?
Yes, sir. Even there always been ups and downs during the exams. Even when I scored low marks, my parents supported me. They didn't scold me or anything. They just gave me motivation that you can do better in future. I always believe in you. They've given me good guidance. I would like to thank my parents for that. Because of them, it is what I am now.
And I have one question, Amit. Is it your dream or your parents' dream to become a doctor?
No, sir. My dream. Actually, I've been interested since my childhood, and also there have been more doctors in the family. So I thought I might give it a try. So and now I'm here.
And what motivated you to become a doctor?
Actually, my grandfather passed away due to not good medical, due to kind of medical negligence, sir. So I thought I can join this field and do better.
Very good, very good. I really appreciate you, man. And uh, generally, the moment somebody says, yeah. So the moment somebody, any student says, I want to join BIPC, right? I want to become a doctor. 80% of the people say it is very difficult and you have very less what called as chances there. If you don't get into medicine, maybe your career is gone. So did you ever receive such suggestions when you wanted to join BIPC when after your 10th class?
Yes, sir. Actually, while I was in 10th class, in my apartment, there was a girl who was studying intermediate, sir. So they told me if MBBS seat is really tough, and if you do not get, there is no other option. You need to choose some other stream or something. It's better you don't take BIPC. So I thought I was afraid at first at the start, but then again my parents motivated me. They gave me support, and I chose BIPC.
Wow, that's very really interesting point. And as I said, you got into Andhra Medical College. Definitely, that is one of the greatest achievement a student wanted to have. And during the preparation, are you seriously preparing from the beginning of first year, or you change your mind in the second year and you prepared? Maybe most of the students they realize the last 6 months. How was your preparation plan when you are intermediate?
No, sir. I started working hard from the day one. So actually, there was a really tough competition between the students, and that competition is what drive me further to do better in exams and to help me study better. Sir. Actually, I was motivated from day one. I joined the college, sir, in intermediate. So that helped me grow as a person and to do better in the exam. Is what I feel.
Okay. And some students, what happens is the moment they score less marks in some exams, right? Suppose
Yes.
1 week you may have EG chapters, next week you may have organic chemistry. Some people may feel very difficult in it, or they don't have a confidence, right? They
Yes.
lose marks. So, what suggestion you give to such students to balance the same state of mind?
Yes, sir. Life is all about ups and downs. There are some ups. Sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. But I advise you not to get discouraged. Stay motivated, and always do your best. That way, you can get the best performance out of you.
Okay. And for chemistry, what are the books you prepared?
For inorganic chemistry, I have studied NCRT, sir, only NCRT. And then for the solving questions, I did from college materials, sir, for inorganic chemistry. And organic chemistry, I prepared notes. I studied notes better, and also the NCRT. There are many important equations in the NCRT, and for physical chemistry, the examples and the theories from the NCRT is really important. I studied physical chemistry. I practiced the exercise problems in the NCRT and also practiced the examples in the NCRT for physical chemistry. Sir. Also, I have solved the material questions which my college gave me for physical chemistry problems.
And actually, see, many students think that chemistry is a subject where you can score easily, right? Among all the other subjects like botany, zoology, and physics. Okay. Do you have the same opinion? Is chemistry is easier to score?
So chemistry might be easy subject, but it is really volatile subject. It is difficult to remember. Like there are so many equations, so many formulas, so many concepts you need to remember. You need to stay consistent and study throughout so that you can do better and score good marks in chemistry.
Okay. And how this Pavan sir notes helped you for your preparation?
Yes,
How effective was the notes?
Pavan sir's note was really good, especially for organics. Sir gave a reaction, and sir also gave many examples. What are the equations to remember? How many different reagents are present? What is the use of the reagent? And many other things. It helped me really well. Also, sir's physical chemistry notes was also really good. for physical chemistry, sir told how to solve problems in easy, simplify method or easy to get a solution real quick. Yes, it helped me a lot.
Very good, very good. So definitely teachers notes, you suggest them
Yes, sir, it's really
that
important.
it is better to follow the staff's notes, right?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And Amit, some students, as I said, everybody has a dream of becoming doctors, right? And in your opinion, what are the, qualities a student should have in order to become a doctor? What are the sacrifices, or I can call, or is it maybe a commitment, right? So in your opinion, if anybody wanted to become a doctor, any student want to become a doctor, what are the qualities they should possess?
First is to stay really motivated. Sir, there can be many depressing times during the preparation to get a medical seat, and then you need to also stay really consistent. You need to work hard throughout the 2 years of your journey, and you need to do smart work. Not always hard work, but you can also do smart work that can really help boost your performance. So I'd say you need to be hardworking. You need to stay really consistent, and you need to stay motivated and determined.
Very good, definitely. And one more question, Amit, because you are also a teenager, and nowadays every student has one thread, that's a mobile, right? So
Yes.
how did you manage, man? How did you manage to be away from your mobile, entertainment, friends for 2 years when you're preparing for NEET exam?
Yes, sir. Actually, it was really tough. But then I told before that there was a good competition, friendly competition in my college. So that helped me drive better and to stay away from these distractions. But I used to take break once in a while, like just a few one day to hang out with my friends or something. Yes.
Okay, so you manage your time, right?
Yes.
And so last time when we had an interview with another medico, Tanisha Sabu, I think maybe she's senior, she said it is worth spending time and worth the pain. The medicine is the worth the pain. Do you have the same feeling?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. It's really worth it.
And what I'm saying is the medicine, opting for medicine, the worth the pain? Because you undergo a lot of stress, lot of pain. At the end of the day, once you get a seat in medical college like AIMS or some AIMS or Andhra University, so you'll forget all your pain, right? So
Yes, it's
is
absolutely worth it.
medicine worth doing?
Yes, sir, it's absolutely worth it. All the hard work you put, hard work and efforts that you put through the years, it is really work. It is really worthy, sir. In the end, when you get the result, it's really satisfying and yes, it's worth it.
So Hamenas used to study every day after from college, because the college will be up to 7:30 or 7, so right?
Yes.
So Hamenas used to have a personal study after going from college?
After a return from college, I used to study all the remaining around. I used to come back from college at around 7, sir. So I generally fresh up and it takes about 8, and then from 8 I study till 12 or something, and again wake up at 6 in the morning.
Wow, very
6
good,
hours
very
sleep
good.
is really necessary if you want
That's
to.
very good. Thanks, Amit, for joining. And I have one last question.
Yes.
What are the suggestions you give to the students, your juniors, who are preparing for this exam very seriously?
I
What are
advise
the
everyone.
final tips you give to them?
Yes, I advise everyone to stay confident, to do your best, and I advise them to really practice mock tests as they help you find out where you're lacking. You can always go through mistakes, but it helps you reduce the silly mistakes or anything. It's silly mistakes are really common in exams. Doing many mock tests will reduce the chance of doing silly mistakes.
Thank you, man. Definitely, I can see a smile on your teacher, the Pavan.
Yes.
He's so proud of you. Pavan, I have some questions for you.
Yeah, before you ask the question, really, Amit, I could see the confidence in you, and I was really proud because these days I've been speaking and you have been listening on the other part. I've been since 20 to 30 minutes. I was just looking at your face and listening what you are saying, and really these proud moments I really cherish. And really so nice to see you, because every time when you come to me for a class, you have to keep mum and listen to what I say. But today I'm keeping mum and you people have been talking. So I'm proud that you have been beating your teacher all the way, right? So
Yes.
very good, Amit. And even Ajit, I just want to see on screen. Come on, Ajit. Ajit, please switch on your camera.
Is he there?
Yeah, Ajit is also there.
Yeah, Ajit, can you switch on your video, man?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, good,
Yeah.
good.
So your
So
twins,
nice.
two doctors from
And
the
you can see all
college.
both of them, both are twins actually. There's both one from Rangaraya and other from Andhra Medical College. So Venkatesh sir, please, few questions to one of my favorite student, Amit, Ajit. Yeah, he's
definitely.
also actually before I start studying, he's actually a topper from Vishaka Valley School.
Wow, very good.
And he has also awarded a good memento from the Vishaka Valley School. Come on, it's time now for you, Amit, to talk.
Hey, Ajit, welcome, man. Thanks for joining this session, and thanks for inspiring the students. Definitely, your words will make a lot of difference in their minds. One question I want to ask Ajit. You're all, you both are what you call as twins, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it because you brother have chosen medicine, you want to do medicine, or?
No, sir. It's actually from the childhood we had similar tastes in everything. So it's the same goes this time also.
So generally in Andhra Pradesh, what happens is there is a custom. If one boy is go to medicine, the other has to study MPC, right? So this is a tradition in every house. But definitely you have broken that. And congratulations, definitely you made your parents and your teachers so proud. Okay. Amit, I have similar questions since you both were preparing simultaneously, right? So
Yes,
did you share any things that you in between both of you and your brother used to teach each other?
yes, sir. We always discuss while studying, like a few.
Yeah, you unmuted me. Yeah.
We keep on asking each other questions. Or in the topics, the one is good at, like, I'm good in a certain topic, he's good in another topic. So we ask each other questions, and so we both gain knowledge. We both benefit from that. So it's always discussing with someone else. It really improves your knowledge. So.
But what happens is in the class when you're talking to your friends, your teachers will scold you, right? Okay, generally it happens. They ask you not to discuss with your friends, right?
Yes, sir. We don't talk in between the class, like in the breaks or like study hours. We discuss, sir.
And Ajit, I have a question. How confident are you when you joined the first time in Chaitanya? How confident are you? Did you know that you are going to get a medical seat when you joined?
Sir, actually, I was not very confident. Like, it was very different. Like, it was a complete new world to me. All the, like, up till 10th, it was like another syllabus and stuff. And from 11th onwards, it's a complete different thing. All change in subjects, change in environment. It's a completely new environment. So it actually took me like for some time to adapt. So after I got adapted, I gained the confidence that I can crack a medical seat.
Wow, very good. Yeah, definitely. I do agree with this because since you said Vishaka Valley, I know the school timings are very friendly, right? You'll come by 2 o'clock, you have a lot of time to sleep and enjoy, right? So definitely when you join a college like Chaitanya, especially where the timings are limitless, right? And there's so much, especially the NEET requires a lot of commitment, hard work. Definitely the adaptability, what you said, is very, very important for any student to succeed in the competitive exam. The moment you join a college where the situation is different, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I have a question, Amit. Which was your weak subject and which was your strong subject when you're preparing for NEET exam?
Sir, chemistry was my strong subject, and biology was my weak, sir.
Oh, biology, you are weak in biology.
Yes, sir. There's too much to memorize, sir. I usually get confused sometimes, or I keep forgetting things. So, yes, sir.
How Pavan sir motivated you to learn chemistry effectively?
Sir, he explained the concepts very well, sir, first of all. And he gave important questions and important models, sir. He taught us how to solve problems, and yes, sir, that's it. He taught us very well, basically.
So you give some credit to him also in your success.
Yes, sir, of course. It's
So yeah, definitely I can see his proud face now. He is seeing two of his doctors, and definitely Ajit, definitely sorry to call you Amit sometimes
it's
because we
okay,
have
sir,
seen
no
your
problem.
brother Pildo, right? And
Yes.
yeah, what are the because the students are preparing for NEET exam very seriously. Some are preparing for long term, right? I think
Yes,
you guys got the first attempt, right?
first attempt, sir.
Wow, that's great, man. And most of the students across India, they're preparing so intensely for this NEET exam. And it is most, it is a highly competitive exam in India as of today. And
Yes,
what
sir.
are the suggestions you give to your budding juniors who are preparing for this exam?
Firstly, I suggest them to learn the concepts thoroughly, sir. If you know the concepts, you can solve the questions. And like Amit said, take a number of mock tests. So you'll be exposed to different variety of questions. So you can solve any, like when in exam, if any different type of question comes, you will be familiar with it when you solve a different model of questions. And learn from your mistakes, that too. And keep taking regular breaks. You need to have the relaxation. It's so stressing, sir. So yes, sir, that's what I suggest.
Yeah, I asked the same question to your brother also. How did you manage to be away from the mobile phone, parties, friends? Because your friends from same school joining an NPC, they may be enjoying their life, right? They may be going
So
for birthday parties. But on the other hand, you and your brother have to sit with the books for all long hours. How did you manage that, man?
basically, I had no mobile phone, sir. I used to use my parents' phone.
Oh,
So that's the main thing. I
maybe
used to
that was
play
the
games.
secret. That
Sir?
was the secret of your success
That's
also.
what- yes, sir. I
Yeah.
didn't even have a TV connection also. So
Wow.
yes, sir.
So how much you attribute to your parents, your success? What is
Sir,
the role of your parents?
so the most credit belongs to them, sir. Uh, of course, they took care of me very well. They understood my circumstances. They supported me. They gave me a good environment to study, sir. The most
Oh,
important thing. So I'm really glad they did that for me.
yeah. Oh, one last question, Amit. What was the one best part you like in Pavan, sir?
Sir, he's always calm, sir. He's always calm
Always
and
calm.
yes, sir.
Okay.
He never gets irritated or something. He explains the concepts how many times you ask him. That's a really rare thing to see, sir. He explains very well, so he's the best you can get at.
Wow, that's so sweet of you, man, for giving compliment to your teacher. Pavan, now
Thank you.
you can ask.
Yeah, it's really really happy to see you on screen, children. Actually, when the student has been successful, actually the credit may we people as we feel as if we have become doctors. Actually, when I as good as telling you that we feel as if we got the success.
Yeah, I request everyone, please.
Please
ABC,
mute
who is
yourself.
this? Yeah.
So
Yes, Paul, you can go ahead.
yeah, what mean to say is whenever you are being successful, it actually we take as if we are being successful, and we as if we feel as if we have become doctors. The day when Amit and Ajit has been called me up and told that we have got their seats on it and Rangan and Andhra Medical College, the day I even felt the same happiness what your father has felt, and as well what happiness you felt. Actually, I also
You
I
wanted
really
to you don't know English, Telugu, Hindi drama?
Yeah.
So that will be better, I guess, because Ajit, Amit's very thankful to you because you have been joining this, and this is very nice to see you on screen. And hope
It's a pleasure, sir.
you'll have much more success in your future endeavors. Okay, thank you, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
definitely. I wish you both, man, definitely a long, wonderful future. And please work in the same way. and get some very good seat in AIMS for your PG, right? I wish you whole
Thanks.
success in the coming years. Thanks for joining. Thanks for spending time. You really made a difference in students' lives, and definitely your tips will definitely help the students who are preparing for JMINS exam. Thank you, man. Thanks for joining both Amit and Ajit. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pavan?
Yeah.
So now let's start your what called as PPT, okay? Let's present your PPT and you can take over.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Just a minute.
Yeah.
I'll just share your PPT. So I think you can see, right?
Yeah. I'm able to see.
And I thank JV sir for joining today. JV sir, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Venkatesh.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank at least Pawan got you here.
Yeah.
That shows
Thank you
how
for joining us.
strong your friendship.
A very good session is going on. We are all watching it. You please carry on.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So much.
for being here.
Let's have your webinar very soon.
Definitely.
So, thank you so much, Venkatesh, for giving me this opportunity. It's like before I start to saying something regarding chemistry part, I just say one thing regarding this. Chemistry is always considered a scoring subject in NEET. That I can say that. But one thing is sure that its chemistry is not that as you people think of. It requires mathematical approach, it requires theoretical approach, as well as it requires logical approach. All the things have to put together is chemistry. That's the thing which I can say that, of course, it's a scoring subject. Once you people have a passion towards chemistry, it will definitely doesn't deceive you, because all the questions will be from the NCERT book. Most of the questions are from NCERT book. One or two maybe not from NCERT book, but most of the questions are from NCERT. The only thing is that you should have a passion towards chemistry. Like you should not get fed up with chemistry. See that it will be always, when you take chemistry to your heart, definitely it will not, definitely don't deceive you. It will definitely give you a very good score in your NEET exam. Of course, in NEET exam, previous years, it was like 45 questions. Now you have been given 50 questions, out of which 45 you need to answer. And these all questions always, there is nothing but students only do mistakes, maybe not because not going through that particular part. It definitely in this session, I'll just tell you where to stress. That means take more concentration in which part of the chemistry you need to concentrate, and which part what mistakes you generally do while you're doing chemistry. And definitely after the end of the session, I generally promise you all, I swear that you will definitely improve your overall score in NEET exam. Definitely that will give you a very good outcome from this. So please be like, whenever you read some chemistry part, please make sure that you are more into the chemistry part. Like, don't take it in a superficial way. See that you take it to a close to your heart. Definitely whatever hard work you have done, definitely you'll have the fruit, that I can say. So aiming for good marks is really, chemistry will help you a lot. So coming to the analysis of the NEET, on screen, Venkatesh sir, please on screen. Yeah. So analysis of papers, when you see for the inorganic part, that is, we are seeing the analysis part. This chemical bonding lesson, we had 5 questions. See, chemical bonding lesson, the moment I see 5 questions, you can understand chemical bonding lesson. The moment you take chemical bonding lesson, don't at all just read the lesson, whatever you have from your NCERT book or from your material, because chemical bonding, whatever you read is different from what type of questions you really get for the exam, because all the questions from chemical bonding lesson are related from any other part of the lesson. That is, from any other lesson you can ask. Because if at all I take hybridization part, it need not be asked only the hybridization questions what are there in that particular lesson. You can relate that questions from any part, any other lesson also we can relate and ask. Even the number of lone pairs, bond pairs asking, and how do you relate yourself with number of sigma bonds, pi bonds. So one important suggestion, when you're seeing 5 questions on screen, it clearly understands that chemical bonding is really the most important topic in your first year level. That is, in first year, chemical bonding. And that chemical bonding lesson, most of the thing, please go with understanding. Don't just ever by heart it, because it requires a lot of understanding. And that was actually the backbone for all other chemistries, whichever you are learning from organic chemistry. As well, it helps you in every part of your chemistry, any other lesson, chemical bonding plays a vital role. Next, coming to S block, when you see that S block, I just want to say one thing. S block, P block, whenever you see those elements, completely of NCERT. No other book is suggested other than SNP for SNP block elements, other than NCERT book. I think if you take it as Bhagavad Gita or something like Quran or whatever it is, you need to take it that close to your heart, because NCERT will help you a lot from for MS block and P block elements. And D and F block elements really, and how many ever times you read D and F block elements, you keep on having so many what do you say, controversial questions on there. So D block should be every time just before going for the exam also, see that you read D and F block elements from your NCERT book and just go for the exam. And I can tell you this lesson, even just before your exam, that is tomorrow is your NEET exam. Today, it is also one good suggestion is that this is a lesson which you have to read and go. This is a lesson which is to be read till the last time. And as well, just before going to your exam, also read this. And better to put it in your nose and sneeze it out there. That will be much better, because sometimes there are so many anomalies in that. So many anomalies are there. So every anomaly, even though we discuss also, you may forget. But only thing is that you just have to remember at that point of time and do it. So D and F block elements is a lesson which you need to read just before going to the exam also. The day before also, you better go through that. And metallurgy part, as good as telling you that metallurgy itself is something which is from NCERT, and go more of metallurgy, Ellington diagram part, and extraction of iron. These two things are generally helps you a lot in metallurgical. And environmental chemistry, it's completely, environmental chemistry is completely from NCERT as well. And there also you see all the geographical data, and as well, for example, you have some questions which are completely like, for example, what are acid rains, whenever the acid rains have been taking place, all such questions, even that questions also are necessary. So right from the first line to the last line, environmental chemistry, you just go one good stretch of reading, definitely it will give you a very good marks. Okay, that's coming to that, your environmental chemistry part. Coming to the next thing is, you can see once again, just go back, just Venkatesh sir, please.
Shall I go back?
Yeah, once go back. I just want to say that's coordination chemistry. That's a thing which I really want to stress more on coordination chemistry, children. Coordination chemistry lesson, whenever the teacher is teaching on the board, don't miss even one class. Don't miss at all one class also. Every class is important from coordination chemistry. And I'll definitely tell you that coordination chemistry should be directly on your physical teaching on your board only, a better lesson. Don't go for any YouTube videos or something like that. Coordination chemistry is completely from the teacher side has to come, and you people have to concentrate more on coordination chemistry from the teaching notes. More than your NCERT book, please go through the notes what teacher has given in the class. And chemistry, coordination chemistry is completely, which has been given many examples are there, which the teacher has, whichever comes from your notes. Don't go with NCERT sufficiently. NCERT is not sufficient. You have to go with your teacher's notes, and you have to do number of examples in coordination chemistry. So while coordination chemistry is going in the college, even though you're sick, don't try to leave the class. Please attend the class and see that you listen from your teacher's mouth, whatever he sees on the board. That will really fetch you not much of this thing. Okay. Next, please, the next screen, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, coming to the next is basic principles and techniques, and I think that will be done even from the bridge course part onwards. Definitely that will, I think a basic chemistry student will know that. And coming to hydrocarbons, that is from your first year, that is methane, ethane, something like that. And there in hydrocarbons, better concentrate more on benzene. Benzene will, in Friedel-Crafts reaction, all such questions. So you can see there are 4 questions. Most of the questions are coming from benzene and acetylene part. Coming to haloalkanes and haloarenes, this is from your second year part. That is 2 questions, alcohols, phenols, ethers 1. And you can see in the second year organic part, and I'll tell you all of our second year organic. Please remember one thing, second year organic is really the most important part that will be taking place in your, that means in the second year, one complete track will be organic chemistry. And please follow the teacher's instruction in the classroom. And you cannot learn for yourself, and you people have to come to the class, listen to the class, and write the notes intensively. Every point what teacher tells from her mouth, better put it, even though that is not on the board. And sometimes the teacher may not write everything on the board. He may sometimes tell orally. Even that oral point, maybe the day when you listen it appears very simple. But that simple point will fetch you many things to understand. Like a small key opens a big door. A small point from organic chemistry will make you to understand a very big concept. With that small key, if you don't have that small concept in you, definitely you may not be able to understand the next 2-3 pages. You may not be able to understand. So please understand, while the teaching is going on in organic chemistry, what is there on the board, obviously you'll write. At the same time, what the teacher is telling orally also, make sure that you write it in your own words. If at all you are unable to put it in the same words what teacher has told, you put it in your own words, whatever you really got to your brain. And please, every day when organic chemistry classes are been going, see that you have to be completely with what organic chemistry. Every day you have to spend minimum 1 hour reading organic. Don't skip. Even that was your birthday or your father's day or your mother's day, whatever it is, you please have to be with your organic chemistry the whole time. Next is amines, biomolecules. Of course, biomolecules for BPC students, it's like a cakewalk. I think you people may be more comfortable in biomolecules. And polymers, of course, in polymers, better learn more of tablers you have. That is, what are the monomer units of that. And chemistry in everyday life is also completely from your NCERT part. That will, because 1 questions, definitely any corner of the lesson can be asked from chemistry in everyday life. Okay, next screen.
Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, coming to the chapters like solid state. Yes, solid state is really where you have lot of three-dimensional understanding. And as well, while doing solid state questions, please see that don't just apply the formula. Don't just apply the formula. Just take to understanding, like make you understand where that particular atom or element is there. And first of all, whether it has been, whether you are able to form that picture in your brain with a three-dimensional picture as it is it formed or not. Don't try just, acha, you have got, for example, you apply some formula and if at all you get the answer and you don't get satisfied with that, please understand whether you have really, whatever it is in your brain, if at all you're putting on the paper and if you get the answer, then only you please make sure that you got the answer. Sometimes in solid state lesson, what happens is nothing, but even though you do it, even though you understand in a wrong way, also you'll get the answer. But actually that may happen 1 or 2 twice, because for any other question, it may not go good. So please understand whatever the question is being asked, please see that you imagine yourself in your brain, take it to the brain and take a three-dimensional diagram in your brain and form the question in your brain with a three-dimensional picture and then come to a conclusion. Sometimes while you're understanding this, it may go wrong, but don't think that if your understanding is good, definitely today it may be wrong, tomorrow it may be wrong, but day after tomorrow when it has been on to the NEET exam, you'll definitely go correct. And solid state also, my sincere advice, follow the teacher's instructions, and while teaching has been going in the class, you have to carry along with your teacher. You should be with your teacher. You should hold your teacher's hand and travel along with him while he's teaching, because he'll tell all in three-dimensional diagram, which may not be possible on a board. He only has to tell in the air. So that is really very good lesson. I really love teaching solid state on my board. And coming to states of matter, yes, states of matter part, 2 questions are really matters a lot there. States of matter lesson requires a lot of mathematical approach, and that mathematical approach, simplifications, everything will be with under root, cube root, everything. That also you need to be more good at mathematics. Thermodynamics is something which is completely from physics and as well as from chemistry. There the teacher has written thermodynamics. Actually, I do tell that it is chemical thermodynamics. Physics teachers will tell thermodynamics and chemistry teachers will say chemical thermodynamics, because we have a small difference in work done phenomena from a physics teacher and a chemistry teacher. So sometimes what happens is nothing but in the track of physics and chemistry, both thermodynamics comes parallelly. The students generally gets confused that the teacher tells in a different way from a physics point of view and the chemistry teachers will tell in a different point of view. See, that is not a big deal actually. It is only to make you, it's only to make you confused. We generally do it, but don't worry. Physics part and chemistry part, thermodynamics are almost the same in the first part of the lesson. But the next part of the lesson is completely, we have thermochemistry there, which is not there for physics students. Most of the questions what we are getting is from work done and as well as from your thermochemistry part. But only thing is that work done on the system and work done by the system, what physics teachers are considering on the system as negative and by the system as positive, we people consider in a different way. This is only ours is IUPAC conventions. Of course, physics people will not consider their IUPAC conventions. And mostly I have also explained in one of my videos in which I posted on my window, telling why physics people are different from work done there negative and why people we are taking positive. For this also I gave a very good explanation I've given. If at all you people really want from my side, you can pin me up and definitely I'll explain also that why this difference has come with a physics teacher and a chemistry teacher. That I'll do it in the next video of that. And coming to electrochemistry, which is of my favorite second year part, electrochemistry, I generally enjoys teaching electrochemistry on classroom. And that electrochemistry part is also complete logarithmic part, mathematical part. And that is also 2 questions is really matters a lot. Surface chemistry is completely like a theoretical questions, but of course few mathematical questions are there. That questions are easy. You can easily close that 1 mark. Solutions lesson is of course the basic lesson what second year students tell in physical chemistry. And that lesson is also related with any other lesson in your this thing. Chemical kinetics, nuclear chemistry. Of course, this nuclear chemistry part is right now not there. This is actually nuclear chemistry part is taken from your IIT levels. We consider this, we put nuclear chemistry even in chemical kinetics, telling that radioactive disintegrations are from first order kinetics. Mole concept, of course, that is a basic chemistry. Atomic structure, yeah. Atomic structure may be given here 1, but atomic structure has got much of importance in your NEET. And ionic equilibrium, in ionic equilibrium, more go of salt hydrolysis and buffers. Next screen, sir. And you can see there here the physical, inorganic and organic part. And it clearly makes you understand the physical part is about 32% whole of your question paper. Next is inorganic 38%, organic 30%. And it makes me understand that all are equally important. And of course, you people generally worry with more of organic, and this is equally important with inorganic. And I just want to say one thing, that we generally think organic is difficult and the amount of questions which we are getting from organic are less than from inorganic. So spend more time on inorganic. If at all you have last moment of time spending, better to spend rather than spending on your organic, because inorganic part is more number of questions you are getting from inorganic than from organic. Next screen, sir. Yes, so you can see that it clearly makes you understand that when you go for the levels of exam in 2020, it is easy question from physical chemistry. If you can see total number of questions of 45, you can see average and challenging questions. The challenging questions together from all the categories is only just 9. And these challenging questions are really like you people will be worrying more of challenging questions, and you will leave all this average and easy questions. You see, if you really take average and easy questions, it's almost 36 questions are there, which is more than 36 times of 4 is obviously you are getting almost 140 marks. It is very good score. So don't break your head with challenging questions. If at all you have been getting a challenging question, of course, it is better to do those questions, not that putting all the average easy questions, leaving and breaking your head at the challenging questions. See, when the question paper, you get one question which is completely, you are unable to do it. You have to take a chance that you skip the question and see other questions, because you may have a challenging question at the first part of your this thing. First, the moment you enter, you would have a challenging question, which you are, of course, you are coming very close to the answer, but you are not getting. You keep on wasting time over there. First, whenever you're getting such type of questions, now just make up your mind, just skip that question, go to the next question and see. Once you do 10 questions, if at all you're doing easy questions, definitely you pat yourself that you're doing good, and you come back to do that challenging question. With that confidence, you may do that challenging question. See, I just suggest you one thing. Whenever you got a challenging question, see that the moment you are able, your brain is able not to pick up with the challenging question. First, go to the next question. Do some 5-6 questions which you already know. Once you do those questions, what happens is brain gets nourished. Now the brain will be preparing for, like, you are able to go for once again a challenging question. So don't waste your time putting all your challenging time, all your valuable time for doing a challenging question. And don't think that a challenging question and an easy question carries an equal mark. That you have to take it to your brain. See, if there was a challenging question, what you have been really done, none of the child in the classroom has done. But there are 2 easy questions which everyone has done. If ever you people are skipping this easy question, if you are doing that challenging question, of course you had an appreciation from the teacher. But the child who has done the easy questions are been getting into medical seats than you people who are doing a challenging question. So let's not put your collars up for doing a challenging question, rather than see that you pave your way towards putting the goal. That is nothing but taking the ball into the goal. So try to do more of easy and average. Once you have done easy and average questions, yes, then you have good time for spending your time on challenging questions. So you can see that is almost 36 questions are from easy and average, which a normal child can do. But only thing is that you people have to skip the thing and go to the next question. When a challenging question comes, you have to make up that. And there you can also see the challenging questions from organic chemistry are nil. And there are so don't go more into deep of organic chemistry. Okay, next. So it is the pie chart what sir has given you. It's almost moderate questions are 48.9%, easy are 31 point, difficult are just 20%. So this 20% really bothers you a lot, but definitely this 20% of the difficult questions bothers you a lot, but definitely those questions will definitely not stop you to get a medical seat. If you don't do that also, you are definitely will be placed into a very good medical college. So don't worry about those questions. Okay, next. And what are the parts of chemistry right now you had for your NEET exam? That's how to prepare inorganic chemistry. So please listen carefully how I have to tell inorganic, because as you know that there are 3 parts of chemistry. Of course, there's one more part called general chemistry also. We generally include this general chemistry in inorganic or in your physical chemistry and we teach. But thing is that, of course, better not to take the 4 chemistries. When I put 4 chemistries on screen, you may generally get more worried. I just don't want to make that. Instead, I made into physical, inorganic and organic. And the general chemistry part, we are including either in organic part or inorganic part, and we are teaching it. So coming to the most important suggestions for inorganic chemistry, how to read inorganic chemistry. The first and foremost point is line by line reading of NCERT. Please remember that line by line reading, there is no other option, children. There is no other option other than this. You have to go with line by line. And I'll tell you one more suggestion. When you read NCERT one page, whatever content you got from that page, you have to put that content on the top of your book. See, and every page of NCERT, you have some vacant space at the top. That in that vacant space, you better write what all points you really gained from that. You put it on the top of your paper, so that once again, whenever you want to read the NCERT book, you need not read the whole page of that. You just read the content what you wrote on the top. Definitely, when you have come to the last end preparation, definitely you will understand which part is important in that area. So you put it at the top. So you have to fill the gaps. That means whatever the white page gap is there in your NCERT book, you fill with all the important points. So that will fetch you when it will be while you're going for a quick revision. And the next thing is in inorganic chemistry, trends in all group elements, like whatever the boiling point trends, whatever you have atomic size trends, ionization potential in every group. That is a basic question has been asked in every NEET. So trends means all the ascending, descending orders. How are the boiling points increasing? How are the melting points increasing? How are the oxide stabilities are increasing? Such things, please make sure that you write somewhere in a book and put it in one place. And just before going the exam, you see all the trends. Definitely from inorganic chemistry, there are asking this trend type questions are there for everywhere. Okay. Next is to chemical properties and this thing. Don't mess to read uses of all the elements. So yeah, actually this uses is actually what happens is when you read in inorganic chemistry, you read the whole lesson. At the end of the lesson, he gives you some uses like for sodium, potassium, like that. What happens is you get thagaya. You are, after reading the whole lesson, you feel yes, we have done a very good job reading 10 pages, and the 11th page they'll be given some uses. What you do is nothing but you lose that, you skip that. And this NTA people are very good at identifying in which part you generally lose your interest. So please be careful with all the uses of the elements, like what are the elements uses, like sodium, potassium, all that such things, uses of each and every element which is given in NCERT. Don't go beyond your NCERT. Whatever the uses are being there from your NCERT, that is kafi. And D and F block elements, I'm telling from the starting point of view, it's thorough reading is required. And this lesson has to be read even before your work, the day before your exam also. That is, have to be thorough reading, and make sure that you people make a very simple short notes for it. And that will give you a very good information from that. And whichever anomaly is there, you please put it on a white paper and you keep seeing while you go to sleep also. Just keep on looking to that. Definitely that anomaly will help you in your exam. And last and final important point regarding inorganic chemistry is don't at all follow any other book other than NCERT. other than NCERT, don't look to any other book at this point of time. Don't look at all. Because once you go to inorganic chemistry, there are so many other books which are giving many information which is not useful for you people. So please follow your Bhagavad Gita. That is your NCERT. You are only the NCERT part. Keep on following and read number of times your NCERT book. At the end, I just tell my students also, you just, at the end of the book, you take, for example, 20 numbers you put, 20 to 30 numbers you put, and the moment you complete that NCERT book, strike one number. Once again, you read that, you strike one more number. So what happens is nothing but 20 to 30 readings of NCERT book from inorganic chemistry is necessary. And if at all you do that, I'll tell you 30, you will be definitely scoring more marks than people who are very good at organic chemistry. So please don't at all follow any other book other than NCERT. So next one, sir. And coming to the organic chemistry part, will give you a very good suggestions from my side. And first and foremost thing, all the named reactions, thorough reading is necessary. Thorough reading of all the named reactions, like Reimer-Tiemann reaction, you have Wood's reaction, Wood's fatigue, all named reactions. Make a notes of all the named reactions, write it at one place. If ever you are unable to pick up with mechanisms also, don't worry, but see that in named reaction, what product are you getting? End product. Sometimes we may tell in our notes, we are telling some mechanism part. Of course, it may be over your head. Don't worry about the mechanism part. Very few mechanisms of Reimer-Tiemann reaction and Wood's reaction. Few mechanisms, if at all you can remember, that's way better. And that too, I don't think while you're doing bits also, you'll definitely understand that mechanism part. That doesn't worry you. But make a notes of all the named reactions. All the named reactions. Definitely one question will come from named reactions. So that is very, very sure. That is, next is good number of IUPAC nomenclature examples. Every year we are getting an IUPAC nomenclature question. And while doing IUPAC nomenclature, I just suggest you one thing. Don't, if a question on IUPAC nomenclature is asked, don't write the answer and see where the answer among the 4 options. No, that's very wrong, because once you get an IUPAC nomenclature, go directly to the options and check which option is more appropriate for that particular structure. Better you do go in that way. So what happens is nothing but if you write, a question is being given, if you keep writing the answer for it and search for the 4 options, definitely it will kill your time. So what happens is you just check all the 4 options using all the IUPAC rules, whether which option has been with all the IUPAC rules, if it has been satisfied, take that. That will be much better for IUPAC nomenclature. And next thing is concentrate more on carbonyl compounds. And second year after that is aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, and nitrogen compounds, that is amines, primary amines, secondary amines, and cyanides. That part you have to be very much thorough, because every year we are getting a question from aldehydes and ketones and carboxylic acids or amines and basic nature of amines. So second year, second part of your organic chemistry, that is your aldehydes, ketones, nitrogen compounds, is a very, very important topics there. And last thing is about organic chemistry's ascending and descending orders. For every question, write the order of SN1 reaction order, SN2 reaction order, or may he ask you what is the order of acidic nature, what is the order of basic nature. So wherever you have ascending and descending order questions, do number of questions on ascending and descending order questions, stability of carbocations order, stability, what do you say, like acidic order nature, basic order nature, everything. And ascending and descending order question, one question compulsory will come from your that is for NEET. And different comparison of different organic chemistries also, like you have comparison, how do you compare the reactivity of phenol with that of ethyl alcohol, comparing your reactivities with that of aromatic compounds with that of aliphatic compounds, all such things. Wherever you get question, don't skip that. So the next slide, sir. And coming to how to prepare for physical chemistry, this is really very interesting to tell this about physical chemistry, because this is the simplest and the most important. Almost I've written 5 simple sutras which you follow, you'll do best the physical chemistry. First thing is formula at one place for quick revision. Write all the formulas at one place. For all the formulas, whatever you had in physical chemistry, maybe it may be little or more, you please write all the formulas at one place, stick it in your room, and you just go through all the formulas. That's the first important thing you do it. Next, practice more number of mathematical simplification without using calculator. This, what happens is, recent past when you have done with your online examining and when you have been conducting online exam, most of the children are doing using calculator. See, please avoid this calculators right now, because people have been, if once you have been accustomed with this calculators, you'll definitely miss all your this thing. Like you people will definitely one day you even forget what is 2 into 2 also. So don't at all use calculators for the last minute of preparation. Of course, in the class, teachers may use calculators only to make us little faster, so that the teacher can teach more number of questions in the class. He may use a calculator. That is the only intention of a teacher. You may think that teachers are using calculators. Only our intention is, if at all we stuck with the calculation part, what happens is nothing but we may not be able to teach more number of questions and concepts. That's the only reason. But you people don't use at all calculator, and that will definitely damage your score. And because you may know all the the formula, the substitution, everything, but end wherever the calculatory part is there, if at all you missed it, it makes you really pinches you a lot. Next, try not to do complete simplification. This is a very important point which every student has to be carefully listen. For any physical chemistry question, don't do complete simplification. You just while you're simplifying only, look to the 4 options, and whichever answer is very close to that, you better tick it off. See, sometimes that the same pattern has happened last year also. I have to say this also, because last year what has happened is the question was being given and the options are given like very close, 3.12, 3.13. See, 3.12 and 13, wherever the questions are being in that way, if the second decimal is changing, then you may have to complete the simplification. If the options are very far off, if the options are given in tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s, why should you do the complete simplification? Try to do a simple simplification. While you're doing simplifying also, you see that you are putting a cat eye on your 4 options. You see the 4 options. While you're doing also, you see the 4 options, whether your answers is coming in hundreds, thousands, or 10,000. So that will be more faster to hit your answer. So try not to do complete simplification. Instead, try to reach the nearest answer given in the options, which saves a lot of time. Next, generally first options are traps. This is also, children, this is very, very important, which you need to understand. The moment you get an answer, first option physical chemistry, take a pause, just take a pause. Yes, maybe the first, I don't deny saying that first options will not be the answers. That's not my intention telling. Generally, teachers give first option as a trap. The moment you read the question and when you answer it, the first option is answer. Yes, you take a little pause, just take a pause. Of course, when you take a pause, you'll understand, yes, that is something which have to be maybe a trap. If ever it approaches to the one, take a pause, recheck once before you bubble it. Because here bubbling is also done with pen. Children, once you have done bubbling and you can't get back this. And last and final thing, that is be careful with units, children. Units conversions is very important. You may do it with different units and definitely you'll end up with a different answer. Our options are also given with changing the units also. So please be careful with units while doing sums. Next, sir. And because there are some few strategies which I have been planning to tell you while you are preparing for unit exam. First, to get 160 marks and 160 plus marks in NEET, there are few strategies which you can follow. Definitely, this will give you a very good result. First thing is making a short notes for the last minute revision. For every lesson, make a short note. That's make the content in a very little content, make it in a short note, so that the day before your exam, definitely this short note will help you a lot. See, children, the moment you read the short note, our brain will enlarge that points. It keeps enlarging the points and it will recollect all the other things. So better to make short notes for each and every lesson. And the next thing is start intensive revision as soon as you complete your NEET syllabus. Start intensive revision. Revision should be done number of times. More number of revisions have to be done. Don't at all just leave for one time. Revisions are required, because more number of revisions you do, definitely you will have more clarity. First time when you read and second time when you read, you have different type of analysis what you're doing for the lesson. And while you're doing revision, please take the help of the teachers. And while whichever sentence you have not understood, please go to the teacher, ask him number of times till you understand the concept, till you understand it. Revisions have to be done intensively. While doing revision, see that none of the concept is which you don't understand. Everything you have to understand that. Next is practice as many sample papers as you can. Just revising and reading is not sufficient, children, for NEET. You have to do number of sample papers. Take a sample paper and do it. Of course, once you do a sample paper also, you may get out of, for example, let me have done 20 questions. Out of just you got only 2 correct. Just don't, of course, it really pains you a lot, because you think that, why did I get this much of less? See, children, the way you read and the way we question is completely different, children. There's a lot of difference we ask. The content is different, the question is different. So you will only understand the subject more while you do your sample papers. Sometimes I also suggest my children, If ever you are not very good at concept, you are unable to pick up with the concept, even though the teacher is telling number of times, go with the bits, directly go with the bit. With the bit, go with the teacher again. Go to the teacher and ask, explain this bit. Then the teacher keeps telling, then you please adopt that into your bit. That will give you more analysis. That means more understanding. So bits will definitely, a number of sample papers are required. Next, practice last year question papers. That means previous year papers, please do it. Without doing previous year's papers, it is your preparation is completely incomplete. So preparation of practice last year papers, previous year papers are very much required. Next is NCERT in-text questions, solved as well as unsolved must be covered. NCERT, all the in-text questions, whatever is given in the blocks is solved, unsolved as well as must be covered, and along with the answers. And I don't even deny saying that even though if at all you remember the answer also, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, this thing, let's not a mistake it, you better remember also. It's because some questions are asked in NEET, directly the same question is being, whatever is there in your NCERT book, the same with, along with the same numbers with no, not even the numbers are being changed, the questions are being asked. So if at all that set of questions are come, definitely it will save you, sir, saves your time lot. Next, sir. Things to avoid while preparing. So there are things also till now I told all the do's to do, and I'm also telling what are don'ts, but what things you should not do while you're doing your NEET preparation. Avoid learning NEET chemistry from multiple sources. This is a wonderful point, children. I insist you all children, don't at all go from same topic, don't read from various books. Don't put all number of books in front of you. Don't reading from one Chaitanya material, taking from any other Narayana material and do keep learning. Don't at all. Trust one material. Till the end you be with that material. So avoid multiple sources of this, very, very dangerous. Too many books will definitely disturb your brain, and definitely it'll end up with your concepts will be completely become, you will get confused with the concepts. So please don't go with multiple sources of NEET chemistry. Read only one material. Whatever material, I don't bother telling you that. Of course, you'll put your NCERT along with that. You choose whatever material in whichever institute you have been trusting, that institute you do it. Don't try questions which are over your head and lose confidence. See children, if the questions are like IIT questions, some teacher have brought an IIT question and kept in front of you and you keep on breaking your head. Children, such type of IIT overloaded questions, please don't do. When you do that questions, what happens is nothing but you lose your confidence. You lose your confidence all the time. You don't get the confidence part. Try the questions which you can reachable and which are of the NEET level. Don't go for beyond the NEET level questions. Don't try that. And definitely if any one of your friend asks you to do some questions or from IIT or from any other this thing, please don't do that. If it is only to the NEET standards, you better do. And don't try questions which have no source of getting solutions. This is also very important, children. You have a question in front of you and you don't know the answer. And I also suggest my children, you have a question paper with you and you want to answer that question paper. You only start doing that question paper when you have a key sheet with you. That means not that I'm asking you to see the key sheet and do it. Instead, first do the question paper, then only you have some answers with you and you can check whether you have done correct or not. See, if the questions have you don't have any source of getting the answers for it, don't do that. Leave that question paper, because that question paper is not at all suggestible to you, because you have done a question and you should know whether that question what you have done is correct or not. Don't go with whenever you don't. Of course, if the question is there and if your teacher is at your stone's throw distance and you're able to identify the teacher and ask the teacher that answer whether it's correct or not, yes, then it's okay. But don't see that you don't take a decision for yourself that this is okay, I've done correct, this is the way I have to do, and there is no other solution for it. And don't take for yourself consideration, because in every question there will be a trap and every question will have its own importance. So don't do such questions. Next, don't discuss more about ambiguity questions. There are few questions with ambiguity because you have different answers. Of course, it's to know the ambiguity may be correct, but don't discuss more of ambiguity, because when you discuss more of ambiguity, in every point also you try to identify the ambiguity, whether it is ambiguous or not, like you'll understand. So better not to do such ambiguity questions at this last minute of preparation of NEET. So next slide, sir. And this is wise planning. So before I telling you this wise planning, you have lots of pressure while preparing for it, children. First, customize your study plan with feasible goals. Customize your study plans means whole day you are at home. First of all, take a timetable. So what time I get up, what time I do, what time I read botany, to what time I read chemistry, to what time I read geology. You make a timetable of it And see that in between also you don't at all continuously read. Take a pause, take a rest, take for some time, you just chat with your mother. While in between breaks, don't watch movies, don't watch stuff nonsense. Whenever you're watching such movies and nonsense stuff, definitely it distracts your brain. Of course, you take a rest talking to your mother, talking to your brothers or something like that, or else you just listen to some music and come back to your studies. So that helps you to first of all refresh. So first of all, customizing your study plan, that is nothing but making a timetable of your day, what things you have to do. And while you're making a timetable, allocate equal amount of time for all the 4 subjects, botany, zoology, physics, chemistry. And see that don't sit for the whole day with the same subject. And don't do at all. Every time you have to, for every 2 to 3 hours, change your subject and do that is, and put feasible goals. What I mean to say feasible goals is, you for the day, I want to complete in a day all of a second year organic. Ye nahi ho sakta hai, because you can't complete whole of your physical organic chemistry in a day. It should be feasible. Accordingly, I have to say that whether it should be spontaneous. According to a chemistry teacher, I be telling feasible or spontaneous means we should happen. That day has to happen. Spontaneous meaning in chemistry is it should happen. So take a goal which is feasible. That means, yes, today I'll read chemistry second year, first 4 compounds I'll read. Yes, that's kafi. Next day I'll do like this. So don't take a big goals and do, and that will definitely distract your brain. And next point is complete all the topics which you are confident. First read which topics you are confident. Don't read the day when you started preparing. Don't read topics which are completely you are not confident in that topics. Don't read. First, make your brain to make up all the confident things. Once you have been doing some confident questions, the brain prepares with a lot of energy, and it will help you to do an unsolved questions and concentrate more on second year chemistry syllabus, children. Rather than first year part, when you start preparing for chemistry, first start with second year chemistry, then come to first year. Instead of going from first year to second year, start with second year chemistry, then you come to first year. This is actually the biggest strategy, because second year part is more weightage when compared to your first year. Okay, next slide, sir. Coming to the master the pattern. The meaning of master the pattern is, first of all, there's a pattern of questions in your NEET. There are good patterns, like you have statement type questions. You have, for example, match the following questions. Which of the following is incorrect? Like such questions are there. So please remember this thing. Almost 15 questions are asked from each: physical, organic, inorganic. And while you are doing, also see that which 15 are better to you, better it's physical, organic, or inorganic. First of all, you identify in which part of chemistry am I strong. Then only you go with your exam. First of all, if you are very good at physical, start picking the physical questions and do that. And definitely once you do the physical part, if ever you are, then you come to, yes, I'm good at organic part. First do organic, then build up your confidence. So that, see children, I'll tell you one thing, a cricketer, if at all he is hitting, if at all the first 10 balls, 20 balls, if at all he has been good at understand, definitely this, when it comes to the higher scores, he will definitely hit hard. So first of all, before you reach up to the difficult question, first of all, build confidence doing whichever you are comfortable. Next thing is concentrate more on statement type questions, children. This is recent past in NEET. I'm seeing not many statement 1, statement 2, which statement is correct. How is the statements, which among the following statements are incorrect? Such things have been, no number of type of questions have been asked in more concepts. So please, statement type questions do number of times, and try to solve questions by answer verification method. This of course may not help you for each and every question. There are few questions which you have to go with elimination. See the options and eliminate the options and come to the required answer. So that is answer verification method. Sometimes you may not be able to solve a question. Just see the options, whether through the options, if at all you can really solve with the answer or not, you just check out. That will fetch you also this answer verification method. So next slide, sir. Write books, children. This is a very important thing. Of course, whatever books I'm telling today may be only for reference. It helps you. That is for physical chemistry, O.P. Tandon, physical chemistry, Bahadur. Organic chemistry, this Morrison and Boyd is also for your reaction mechanisms and everything. If ever you want to go through any mechanism, you can take that reference. Organic chemistry by O.P. Tandon. Organic chemistry, objective Arihant materials, good children, for practicing problems. Inorganic is O.P. Tandon. Concise inorganic chemistry. And I think for concise inorganic chemistry, it is for chemical bonding, atomic structure, and coordinate chemistry. I told you also coordination chemistry. Yes, our NCRT is not sufficient. You have to go with this concise inorganic chemistry part and coordination chemistry. Okay. Next, sir. Coming to important concepts, I've been telling what all the important concepts you need to cover. First thing is chemical bonding and molecular structures, children. Chemical bonding is a very important topic, as I had already started when I was telling 5 questions are coming from chemical bonding. Thermodynamics, yes, and equilibrium. In this equilibrium part, please concentrate more on ionic equilibrium rather than on chemical equilibrium. Go more with ionic equilibrium. Of course, I wrote their equilibrium. Better follow ionic equilibrium rather than going with the chemical equilibrium. Next is general organic chemistry. General organic chemistry, children, don't go more deep into general organic chemistry. Don't, because when you read more number of times general organic chemistry, what happens is you start developing confusion. Don't go more number of readings. Give a superficial reading for general organic chemistry and don't go with more of confusions. And don't try to keep on doing number of times. If at all you read, you'll get different options, and definitely that destroys your brain. So better not to go with number of revisions for general organic chemistry. Keep the revision part also twice or thrice you do, but do it in a very good manner. Don't go for number of revisions. Okay, next slide, sir. Coming to the next is mole concept. Of course, you people are good. I think people of the chemistry part, mole concept, electrochemistry, aldehydes, ketones, as I told you, the second year part. Coming to block elements, please go with second year block elements like this. 5th day, 6th day, 7th day group elements are very important. Coming to atomic structure, children, in atomic structure, go with Bohr's theory more. Bohr's theory, and as well the last part of atomic structure, that is something like what I say, this is nodes, nodal planes, such area, please cover more. That is a Bohr principle, Pauli's exclusion principle, such things you better do. And of course, hydrocarbons is included in your organic chemistry part. Next, sir. Next is smart work. Children, this is very important. More of hard work may definitely, of course, required for NEET, but at the same time, smart work is also required, because if ever you keep on doing hard work and if it destroys your health also, it is very dangerous, because I do have to understand that you have to put up your health also. You have to put up your health, that is required. And so most of the time, you please spend your time doing smart work rather than doing hard work. Like, instead of at the end time, you please don't go for extreme hard work. Don't like overnights, don't read, such things you better not to do. Just smart work, whichever is required, and how much ever you read, that is sufficient. So first thing is solve as many questions as possible in a day. So in a daytime, you do number of questions, try to hit at least 150 questions per day. Every day you do questions. Don't only just read, just do questions. Expose yourself to more number of questions. Next, follow the pattern of questions. Most important concept from which question paper appears, and concentrate on them. Follow the pattern questions. So while you're doing questions, also see that you pattern the questions also. Patterns also have to be understood, children. You have to understand statement type questions, match the following questions. And you also have to think which is incorrect. Such things better you follow. And once you have to read the chapter, once if at all you have read the chapter, reading a chapter is not just sufficient. Once after reading the chapter, practice all sort of multiple choice questions in that, and from the previous ends and sample papers. Then only your work has been completed with that chapter. That is smart work. Next, sir. And I have to end up telling you all the things. Then before I tell them, and wise planning is, of course.
Yeah, wait, just a minute.
Yeah. So take up mock test, children. Mock test is required. Of course, all the institutes right now, Chaitanya is also putting out many grand tests. Don't miss any of the grand tests. Write those grand tests in the stipulated time. That's also, it's always recommended to solve mock test in ideal NEET exam scenario. In ideal NEET exam scenario, what I mean to say is, please make sure that you are spending 3 hours 20 minutes. And this 3 hours 20 minutes of exam, please don't move from please don't go to the restroom in between. Complete 3 hours 20 minutes. You stay in your place. concentrate on that. You don't, in between, don't try to go to the restroom twice or thrice, because this may not happen in your main NEET exam. So for 3 hours, 20 minutes, try to stay in your own place. See that you spend more concentrated. While you're doing these questions also, don't get distracted with your friends also. You have to do the mock test. That is what I mean to say. Mock test is grant test, what the institutes have been conducting, and setting up a timer and solving the stipulated time. See, please don't take more time. Don't take more time, or else don't end up your lesson, end up doing with less amount of time. Exact time, please maintain. For botany, zoology, 1 hour. For chemistry, 45 minutes. And that is for your physics, the remaining part. Of course, we are right now got 20 minutes extra. Distribute this 20 minutes extra, which is before. Distribute this 20 minutes for all the 4 things. Like, for example, 5 minutes for your botany more, 5 minutes for your zoology more, 5 minutes for chemistry, and 5 minutes for physics. Please allocate that 5 minutes more for each and everything, because we got 20 minutes extra. Don't at all use that 20 minutes only for physics, children. Don't use. Please, your botany, zoology marks are also very important for putting your rank before. Like, if at all you got good marks in botany and zoology, your rank will be much better than people who are getting good at physics and chemistry. So please allocate that 20 minutes time equally for all the 4 subjects. And I tell you, timer requirement and solving in a stipulated time is very much necessary. And next, regular practicing of mock tests will help students to understand questions which is easy or not. See, what happens is nothing, but every day you take a mock test. Test you take it, and when a stipulated time you do it, and you see which questions are easy to you and which questions are hard. And first of all, your brain also have to prepare that which questions you can reach and which questions you can't reach. That also have to be first of all, because some questions you need to leave in your NEET for, as like, for example, to avoid negative marking. First of all, your brain has to tell, yes, this is a question which I can attempt. This is a question which is over my head. I should not attempt this because it may give you a -5 marks. So that also have to be prepared. And next thing is the mock test will help you to recognize questions, their frequency. What I mean to say frequency is which type of question is appearing more number of times. When you do number of mock tests, what happens is you'll understand, yes, in atomic structure, this area, the questions are coming for number of times. So you need to concentrate more on that. Interlinking concept of different topics. So some questions have been asked from 2 different lessons. So that interlinking also will help you a lot from different topics, and to propel your speed and to understand. Definitely when you're interlinking, you can understand, your speed will increase, and definitely you'll not suffer with less. You will not suffer in the exam that, yes, I have ended the exam, I have left with 10 more questions, and I'm not having enough time to do that. Such things will definitely not happen. So that's the thing to take up mock tests. Next slide, sir. And keep your mind fresh without any expectations, children. Don't at all get distracted. And I'll tell you one thing, while you are at home, whenever mommy, daddy keeps on they keep on telling you to read, sometimes you get frustrated with mommy's voice and daddy's voice asking you, stressing you to do, yes, but don't get distracted, children. You put your mind fresh. Of course, mommy, daddy will give you some. One day what happens is nothing, but you read the whole day. The day when daddy has come up, you are just sleeping, or you're just listening to the music, and daddy got frustrated and he was shouting at you. Don't say anything. Don't retort your father. Just keep mum that this is not a day. Yes, daddy have done something good. Next time, just taking rest. Tell him with a low voice. Don't shout at your parents, and don't get distracted with your brain. Read the questions completely along with options, children. This is also very important. I'll tell you, in NEET exam, reading the question is not just the question reading. Along with the options you read, that is only question reading. Because once you read the options, you'll have an idea how to solve the question. Next thing is, after reading the problem, write the data, think about the suitable, put the data what is being given, then you start thinking of the formula, and use elimination method for unknown questions and try to find more appropriate answers. Sometimes questions you have only 50% knowledge on that. When you have 50% knowledge on that question, go to elimination method. And in elimination method, sometimes you may approach the answer better. So that's also a better thing. And answer the questions based on your knowledge concept, but do not guess the answers. This is children. Most of the children are guessing the answers. I think you have, in these days, you are so many questions, but none of the time you are correct. Most of the time, 99% your answers are wrong, children. So don't at all guess. Guessing the questions will destroy your with negative marks. Don't at all guess the answer. If you don't know the answer, leave the question. Okay, next slide, sir. Next, use concept. Do not go to intuitions. Children, use concepts. See, sometimes questions you don't know the concept, but what happens is nothing but there are some few physical values are being given. If you multiply these two, you got the answer at the end. See, children, such type of nonsense things, please don't do. If you don't use the concept for doing the sum, don't do any institution. The same intuitions is nothing but just making some with number magic. Please don't do that. Will not fetch you, because sometimes very rarely it goes correct. If you don't know the concept, leave the question, go to the teacher, ask the concept, get the concepts clear, then only do the question. Next, don't try to recheck whatever answer you have given. Children, most of the children have a very bad this thing. You write an answer, you get an answer, you keep on getting whether this answer is correct or not. Yes, this is something like this thing. You keep on lingering, and what happens is at the end of the day, what happens is nothing but you get confused. So don't recheck number of times. While you are doing, also do it in a better way, in the best way you do it. Don't come back to recheck. While you're rechecking, it wastes your time. At the same time, you get confused. Next, avoid wasting time on unknown questions. If ever you have an unknown question, don't waste more time. Leave that question. Go to the teacher, get the understanding of the question, and come back to that. And have confidence, have control and patience, children. Have confidence. For any competitive exam, confidence is required. Confidence will definitely, for any competitive exam, confidence is must. And control and have patience. Definitely you have a bright future. Okay, next slide, sir. And when you have answers in chemistry exam, when to answer chemistry in exam. Actually, this is the priorities we generally follow. First, we need to do biology. Next part of the thing you ought to use is chemistry and physics. Of course, children, this is actually the priority what teachers are suggesting in the class. That means while you're doing the exam paper, first attempt biology part, next chemistry part, and next physics part. Some children may be uncomfortable with that. Don't worry about it. But priority-wise, chemistry second place is much better. No, sir, I'm good at physics or something. I'll come to physics. I'll make up with physics and then come to chemistry. Okay, but I from my side, I suggest doing biology, then chemistry and physics. So maybe sometimes it lingers with the student, but from my side, my suggestion is better to do after biology, chemistry, and the end put physics. Okay, sir. Next.
Yeah. Pavan will before we go to that videos.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you a few things, then I'll come back to that, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it's so far you have done a very good job. I really enjoyed the chemistry part, and definitely these guys are very lucky to have a teacher like you. And you made all the points so crispy, so well, and definitely these points will make them more confident, and definitely they'll definitely score better marks in chemistry. Yeah, I just take few minutes of your time, then we'll come back to this presentation again. So I just want to show one feature that we developed in recent time, especially for the BPC students. There's a lot of content available on the website, and I just wanted to take few minutes of the time. Then we'll come back to this. Pavan, can you see your screen?
Yeah.
So, Pavan, I need your suggestion on this and your feedback, and even the students, I need your feedback and suggestion. So, the moment, see, as I said, when I'm talking about Edforum, we have 208,000 articles, right? As of today, in this website, we have 208,000 articles, and our ambition is maybe in 6 to 7 months, we want to make it 10 lakh articles. So it's a huge task we have kept for us, and definitely we want to go and achieve that. See, when you come to this EdNews, where you find, as I said, there are so many articles, 2 lakh articles will be there. If you just keep scrolling, you get this. So you guys are preparing for, say, for example, you have a chemistry, since you're a chemistry teacher, I just put the word chemistry here. See, the moment I just keep the word chemistry, you see so many articles just related to chemistry only you have. You get all the articles related to chemistry only, okay? And sir, I'm preparing for NEET exam. I want to know more about NEET exam. Just keep NEET, and see, you get lot of articles only about NEET exam. Generally, what happens is we have a habit of going to Google whenever we want something. I'll just compare and show you what exactly your experience will be in Google. See, the same word NEET I just keep here. If you look at this is a you got on Google, right? The same NEET when I did it here, you look at the content. So here articles are completely relevant. Now what I've done here, for example, here the first article is NEET, how to ace NEET exam. Next NEET exam notification, okay? And NEET BC, medical course without NEET exam. There are articles coming for NEET, but they're not exactly in order. They're coming randomly. For that, what we have done, we personalized it, and with a lot of efforts, we have done some changes here. I'll just show you. For example, once you register in a website, you are going to see these filters. At the moment you are in 11th and 12th, just click this filter. The moment you click on this 11th and 12th, you will see the science. Then very soon you are going to see commerce and arts also. As of now, we have only science. So then click science. When you click the science, we have generally two groups, MPC and BIPC. There is MBIPC also, but these are very popular. So now we are all from BIPC. So let's click BIPC only. The moment I click the BIPC, I have academics, I have career options, I have medicine. That is my main career option. Suppose the moment I click only the academics part. So what will I see here? You see. The moment I click BIPC, see, you know, this Darwin is the main man who developed so much of biology. Then you have all the information related to biology, physics, chemistry, and all the 11th and 12th class physics, 11th and 12th class biology, all that you see here. For example, you see chemistry reference books for class 12, 12th class organic chemistry. So these will be in order now. They are not a random. They will be subject wise. And first you will see the 11th class, then you see the 12th class. Now, sir, I want to know more about the NEET exam, or I want to know more about medicine. Then you better come to this medicine. The moment a student clicks the word medicine, the filter, you can see the three career options, three filters: entrance exams, MBBS, and alternative medicine. The moment they click the entrance exams, what are the entrance exams available for BIPC students? They can write NEET exam, Andhra Pradesh MSET exam, similar Telangana MSET exam, like that. The most important is I want to know what is more about the NEET exam. You see the content here. If you look at this content, how we place, first we have kept this NEET exam, then what is the pattern, marking scheme, then NEET preparation tips, and you see all of them are in order now. What are the best books for subject wise? Then you see chemistry and biology, then previous NEET question papers, then formulas. Now you see here only the articles are biology first, then comes physics, then come chemistry. NEET know important topics in chemistry, tackling UG, how to deal with the chemistry, score full marks in chemistry. So, for example, you look at the NEET in Google, look at the content. But look at the content, how we placed in Edforum. Pavan, what you say on this? What your feedback?
Good. Very good.
What is the difference you found from Google and Edforum?
It's more easy to come with Edforum rather than with going to Google, and your path is more simple.
So, will you suggest your students?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
So, if you look at this, it's required a lot of efforts for us to manage the content in this order. And very important is, again, the students are, as I said, they're more interested in medicine. And suppose what are the different fields that they have. For example, MBBS is the one important career option everybody wanted to aim for. Again, you see, everything will be in order. What is MBBS? What is the full form? What are the course details? MBBS subjects? All this information, how to become a doctor in India, courses after MBBS, everything will be in order again. Now, suppose I want to know more about the alternative medicine courses. For example, I just click medicine here. Then, for example, if I want to know more about alternative medicine, see, these are the different courses that are available on like BDS. Everybody interested BDS, BAMS, BHMS, BNYS, veterinary science, and physiotherapy. Suppose a student want to know more about the BDS, just click the word BDS here and you see all the content just related what is BDS, what are the courses, everything will be in order. So 100% we can say, confidently that you find nowhere in the world just like how you manage the content in a group. See, for example, if I click the word BDS, this is how you're looking the content. But the same thing, if I just type the word in Edforum, this is the content you're going to see. So definitely, these filters will make a lot of difference in understanding career options and information. If a student want to know anything about a career, they simply come, just for example, you want to know more about veterinary science, just choose the filter and you see all the content. Remember, these articles came from various sources and everything is in order. And I request every student, please register on our site and you can explore all this information that is very useful to your future and even for the present preparation. So I hope you all guys will enjoy it and make sure that if you really like it, please share this with your friends and definitely let them know more about it. Thank you, Pawan, for giving me this small break in between. Now, JV sir, are you there? I think JV sir, they're not there. Now, Pawan, what do you say about this feature in Edforum?
Yeah, very good. It's very useful for the children. Very useful for the children who are more ambitious. Like ambitious students definitely will enjoy it because the moment you enter into it, instead of going for Google, the Edforum will definitely give the path for directly searching for the right path and the right pattern. So definitely it helps you a lot. So from my side onwards, also I suggest people for coming with Edforum. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. Please, because when the teacher says something, definitely the student will follow. Thank you so much. Yeah, before we go to Q&A, I just wanted to share some of the success stories of Pavan's students. They have sent us some videos and definitely we want to, show you one or two videos from them. Definitely their suggestions also will help you a lot. Guys, I think you can see the video, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Hello everyone, this is Vignesh and I'm a second year student here at IIMS Mangalgiri, and I was a student of Pavan sir whose life has been changed thanks to his excellent teaching. And I was actually very weak in chemistry and Pavan sir knows it. I was the weakest student in the class when it came to organic chemistry, and I always got the least scores. But in the final NEET exam, I actually got one of the highest scores, and I got a rank that was so good. I got state rank 128 and all India rank 1300, and that's how I made it to IIMS finally. And the subject which saved me was chemistry ultimately, and Pavan sir's teachings actually helped me out in the final exam. He was very good at predicting questions. He was very good at telling which question is going to come, how the examiner is going to ask, what are the options you'll get, how they'll try to trap you. He used to call them trap questions, and he used to say whenever you immediately get the answer, pause for a moment and think before you actually bubble it. And not just when it comes to chemistry, but even when it comes to performing in the final exam, Pavan sir was very good, and his advice was applicable in all subjects. The way he told to manage your time, the way he told to answer the paper, the way he told to mark the questions which are weak in and come back to them in the end, and how he told us to avoid questions that are taking too much time. All of those tips helped me out in the final exam. And Pavan sir actually understood the psychology of the examiner, how he's going to ask you, how he'll differentiate the student who studied and the student who is too anxious to perform. All that psychological tricks Pavan sir gave us. And there's so much I learned thanks to him. He used to himself form question papers. He used to take so many different Chaitanya, Ellen, Akash, varsity materials, so many different dozen educational institutions. He took the questions and he used to form his own question papers, and he used to make us do those tests, and he used to assess our scores. He used to find out where we lagged, and he gave us a booster in those areas wherever we lagged. And once you make a mistake in Pavan sir's class, you are never going to make it again, because he's going to make you learn that concept at all costs. He won't let you leave until you learn it. So he was truly a great motivating force, and most of the credit I would give to my parents and to Pavan sir, because he definitely changed my life, and he's one of the reasons I'm here, and he's one of the reasons I'm able to give this interview in the first place. So he was also very good at putting the right concept into your head, and he used to pinpoint, find out which question is going to come, and he knew the areas where you're most likely to make a mistake. Even organic chemistry, it's a very vast and very volatile subject. So instead of learning everything in organic chemistry, he used to know, like, there were must-know areas. Those must-know areas he was very good at recognizing, and he used to keep.
Yeah. So let's see one more video we got. This from the girls, the 3 successful girls. Yeah, definitely a lot of credit goes to Pavan. Definitely a lot of,
Everyone, hello, hi.
I'm Meghna.
I'm Sanjana.
We're all doing a first MBBS at AIIMS Mangalgiri. Hope you're all doing good.
And preparing very for the battle also.
Just here we are to give some suggestions so that you can improvise yourself for your NEET exam.
Actually, there's not much to say for you people, and I know you're surely super perfect by now. From the chemistry point of view, it is better if you prepare more from NCERT.
It's better if you do like more grand tests in this last stage. Don't hesitate for taking more grand tests.
And to clarify the doubts, surely do that. Clarify your doubts for sure. Don't try to skip the exams. Yeah. And be more interactive with your teachers, especially Pavan sir. He'll surely motivate you during the exams. So be more interactive with him.
Surely attend the session after the examination so that you can clarify your doubts, and make sure that you find your mistakes and surely revise after that.
And note them properly. Prepare an error finding notes so that you can revise them again.
And it's better if you prepare by this time, if you prepare any short notes so that you can do cover a lot of syllabus in a very less time.
It's not an issue if you don't prepare any notes, but try to follow short notes. That's better.
And we can say that some important topics like lanthanides and actinides and solid state and equilibrium, these topics, it's better if you practice more sums and bits rather than studying for more time. It's better if you do some bits on that.
In organic chemistry too, from second year, only NCERT is better.
And mainly in the organic chemistry, the physical properties and the colors and all are very important, and the orders are very important.
Trying to cover NCERT for all the chapters. Yeah, second year mainly.
Mainly second year, it's better if you go more with the NCERT questions and like revising more NCERT. And
what else? Don't ever compromise your sleep
and food, and
be stress free. Yeah.
It's better to be stress free. Don't think much. You'll surely do good, as the preparation that you have gone up to now is more than enough. So be stress free, and
also the teachers are also very supportive.
Yes, our faculty is very, very supportive, and
that's it.
I think Pavan, these guys girls became more expert in chemistry, right? Because over a period of time, they learned so many things. I am very proud of you, man. Because see, I can see these
right now these people are becoming teachers rather than we people telling. So they are taking our job. They are telling all the things. Yeah. And very nice to say them.
We have one more quick video. Let's listen. I think you are talking about this girl, right?
Yeah. That's very nice to listen from her.
Let's
see a lot of transformation for the girl of this kind.
Yeah.
Listen.
Just a minute. I think the sound is not coming, right?
Yeah.
Just a minute.
Namaste everyone, this is Lasya Goru, a second year medical student at
Yeah, definitely the suggestions given by these guys, they definitely make a lot of difference.
Namaste everyone, this is Lasya Goru, a second year medical student at Government Medical College, Srikakulam. To begin with, I was an average student and I was allotted a medical seat in my second attempt, that is in 2020 NEET. So before that, I once I have given the exam in 2019, but unfortunately I was not allotted any medical seat that time. So what I wanted to convey is there are so many factors for a person, for a student to be allotted in a good medical college. One of the important factor is see, we as students, we know the target, right? We don't know the path, we don't know the correct and proper path. So the teachers here play a crucial role by taking us through the right path. It also makes sense to choose a proper and very good teacher, right? So one such teacher I met in my NEET UG preparation days is Pavan Kumar sir. I can definitely say his name because he had so many short tips and tricks with him. He used to, be it physical chemistry or be it inorganic chemistry. In inorganic chemistry, he had a lot of mnemonics, and he used to tell us in a very short manner so that we still remember those small mnemonics he used to tell. He told during our NEET UG preparation days, and in physical chemistry also he has lot of tricks with him. I don't remember the chapter name, but we have in one chapter we had pH related problems, right? So he used to have so many tricks in that chapter, in that particular chapter. So that's why I'm telling you, it is very important to choose a proper guide. So I'm really blessed to be under the guidance of Pavan Kumar sir. And if you see the difference in marks, in 2019 NEET, I scored somewhere around 70 to 70, I think 77, around 77 marks in chemistry. But after starting preparation under the guidance of sir, I scored 140 marks
Wow.
in chemistry in NEET
That's really great, man.
2020. So that was the huge impact he made in my NEET preparation days. And the other factor is we as students may think, why this is the time we can enjoy a lot, this is the teenage we had. So like that also people may think, but I will say one thing, if we had a lifespan of 100 years, okay, now hi everyone.
That's amazing, Pavan. Definitely,
Thank
I
you.
can see the content of the girl. That's a really, see, the one who scored 17 chemistry, getting 140 is not a joke, right? That shows the teacher's efforts, right?
Thank you so
Definitely. JVS Karu, can you say anything about this?
Yes, Venkatesh Garu, definitely.
Definitely, you are very proud of your friend.
No. You are also my close friend.
Thank you.
No. Actually, first of all, we all should congratulate for your efforts on this.
Thank you so much, sir. One thing, sir, many students will benefit from this webinar because before we never know who is teaching chemistry in Chaitanya, what are the toppers and all the tips. Now, because of technology, because of Edforum, the students studying in various colleges can benefit. This is the ultimate goal of Edforum, sir. We want to bring the best teachers like you onto this platform. And definitely you are teaching your method of teaching. I really like you, the way you teach, the way you motivate. I know you from so many years. And I know the way you teach the students, motivate the students. And definitely, sir, our purpose is we want to transfer your knowledge to the next generation. So I'm so happy for you to join the show, sir. Pavan, let's continue. We have two more slides to go and let's wind up. Really, I'm proud of you, man. Definitely, these girls are so spoken so well. They know exaggeration it, and I can see how much confident they are because of your efforts. And definitely, that's the power of a good teacher. These girls are very lucky. So that's all from that. Topper stock. Let's continue. 2-3 slides are left. We'll just continue. Yeah, this is another sweet moment for Pavan. These are the proud students and the successful students with the teacher, the chemistry teacher, and definitely every teacher want to have this type of picture on this what called as a show. Why? Because we get salaries, but that never give us kick. But this type of photos, this type of pictures, that speaks a lot about our teaching and what called as the way we work. Definitely, every teacher needs this type of pictures. Now it's time for question answers, because I see a lot of students are there from the beginning. We just want to have some quick Q&A. Anyone please want to ask a question, please unmute yourself and you can ask the question. I can see Tejasvi from the beginning, Rishita is also there, Sisira is also there. Anyone please unmute yourself and you can ask a question. Quick. Yeah, Tashwant, you want to ask the question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can unmute yourself and you can talk.
Sir, do you have any tricks for remembering reagents in organic equations? Well, there are a lot of reagents. So, do you have any tricks for
remembering the reagent, let's not try to remember the reagent. Instead, using that reagent, you better do 2 or like few number of bits. Definitely it memorizes yourself. Let us not remember as a reagent, because that will not fetch you any giving result. Better with that reagent, you just search a few questions and solve them. While you solve that question, that reagent will definitely come up to your brain, and that will help you a lot, rather than directly remembering the reagent, because reagent will not help you unless or otherwise you have to know what sort of question will come with that reagent. So now we have good number of questions for each and every reagent. And if ever you really have, I think even Google is also giving good number of questions from that. If not also, I have my this thing, you can just put up to me. I'll just definitely give you some few questions regarding that reagent. Do such questions and definitely that will make you to reach the better answers, right?
Yeah, I hope you understood what he said, right? Yes, Shama, you can ask that. You can unmute yourself, but you can ask the question.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir, I wanted to, yes, sir. In module test and grant test, there is a huge difference in score, sir. How can I improve it, sir, in these last days?
No. It's like module test is right now what you people are doing is only some part syllabus. You're doing the whole week, you're studying that and you're writing. So if at all you're doing good at module test, yes, you're done good. No worry about it, because grant test is only being put in between to make you understand that, yes, the whole syllabus, once you can recollect the things. So if you are doing good at module test, definitely this all modules will definitely fetch you good marks in upcoming grant test. So concentrate more on modules rather than grant test. I don't deny saying that grant test will not do that, because as you are still going under the preparation part, so maybe the grant test will not give you good marks. But if your modules are not going, you're not getting good marks, then you need to worry about yourself and see that you have to rectify at that point of time. If grant test is okay, chill. If it is not doesn't matter you, because still you are into the process of preparation, right?
Yeah. One last question, anyone, because it's already Pavan, you have spent so much time. Thank you, man. Yeah. You are so patient enough to answer all the questions. Anyone, we'll take one more question. Anyone want to ask a question? Okay. I just share the last slide, Pavan. That's we planned. Right. So very quick. Yeah, definitely. You all have seen how patient he was. You have seen his success stories, how the students have achieved. Really, I should congratulate, man. The one who scored 70 in the first attempt scored 140. It's not a normal thing. It happens only with the best teachers. So if anyone watching the live, if you really wanted to have interaction with the Pavan sir personally, please note down this number. Please message him. Definitely respond positively, and you can talk to him and you can take his personal guidance, and definitely he is going to help you. Yeah. The one last suggestion.
Yeah, really, this is to be understood, children. Yes, you people are under pressure. Obviously, I can understand. You can see grapes are always crushed to form wine. Diamonds build under pressure. Olives are pressed to extract oil. Seeds, they grow in darkness and come out with beautiful trees. In your life, whenever you feel you're being crushed, yes, I think you people are right now feeling very much crushed, stressed and everything. Yes, you're being pressed, you are in darkness, or you are under pressure. Please understand, don't worry about all these things because you are under a powerful place of transformation, children. Yes. So don't get worried about all these pressures. Definitely, or whatever pressure you have been today facing, definitely please understand you are in the powerful place of transformation. Definitely you will come out with beautiful colors, children. So trust me, and you will definitely come out with beautiful colors and all the very best, students. Wishing you all success. This is me, Pavan sir, signing off.
Thank you so much, all the students, parents, teachers, JVS for joining this evening, and especially Pavan, you did a very good job today. You're so patient enough to explain so well. I thank you again, once again, and definitely in the future also we'll have more webinars with you, and definitely you're going to make a lot of difference in the coming years also.
Good evening. I would just like to add a few points to what Pavan sir said. And
okay. Thank you, Vignesh, for joining me.
Sure, sir. And actually, what I would like to say is that I know what it's like to feel all that pressure, sir, because so many students have to give their exam next month, and
Vignesh, so if at all you can switch on your video, that'd be much better, I guess.
Sure, sir, sure.
He is the man who is from Ames Mangalgiri.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
he's your student?
Yeah. You have seen the video, and right now he's on live.
Oh, yeah, you can go ahead, man.
My advice to everyone who's writing the exam next month is that, like, whatever you went through for the past 2 or more years, it's going to be worth it. Because although you feel tension now, although you feel like you gave up so much, all that sacrifice will be worth it once you finally come to MBBS. Because MBBS is your second chance at life. Whatever you lost, you can make it up after coming here. You can have an excellent life and you can have an excellent future once you're here. Everything will be worth it. And one more thing I would like to say is, on the day of the exam will be your best performance till now. If you think that you have not unlocked your best self, if you have not done at your best, the day of the exam will be your best for you. That's what I can honestly say.
Oh, nice.
And
so nice.
you're actually going to go to exam hall 1-2 hours before, right? You'll have 1.5 hours of complete silence in exam hall. So in that time, before you get the question paper, in that 1 hour, try to revise everything you learned in 2 years. Like 2 years worth of preparation, you can revise in that 1 hour and you can perform at your best. So if you feel that your time has not come until now, it will come on the day of the exam and you will make it to the other side and you will have a bright future ahead and you will have everything that you dreamed of. So just stay strong for 1 month and it will work out for you. That's all I want to say.
Thank you so much, Vignesh. Thank you so much.
Doctor, thank you so much, Dr. Vignesh. Vignesh, I have one question. Can you answer it?
Sure, sir. Please ask me, sir. Sure.
How useful these webinars, Vignesh, to the students who are preparing for NEET exam?
Could you repeat that question, sir?
How helpful are these webinars?
They're really good, sir. Actually, like whatever advice Pavan sir gives is usually good, sir. That I can say blindly.
Thank you.
And,
because you guys are sharing your ideas, opinions, suggestions, yes, right?
So yes, Vignesh is actually my favorite student. Like he's like I have seen him growing for 2 years. He was with me, and I was like, I have seen him right from the bud to have full fragrance flower. Yes, I have seen his confidence levels and the way he speaks. Vignesh, your golden words really makes a lot for me, and that really fetches for all other students. Thank you. God bless you.
And actually, today is actually Father's Day, so I would like to wish Pavan sir as well on Father's Day, because
thank you so much, my boy.
He was a father figure for 2 years for so many students. So I would just like to wish Pavan sir happy Father's Day before signing.
Thank you so much, my boy. God bless you.
Wonderful, man. Wonderful. That's a wonderful guest sir you had. And Pavan, this is the best webinar we conducted so far with a lot of students' inputs and teachers' inputs. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much again. Yeah, this is all from our side. Let's see another webinar next Sunday. Have a nice day.